And we back. Now today we got a challenge that I had to, a brother had to prep for. Now in a normal KLT for Q video, I see a challenge, whether it be on Twitter or in the comment section. I'm like, okay, I like that, let's go do it. There's really no preparation period. With today's video, I had to prep. And I probably spent more time prepping for this than any Through the Wire episode, any live show, anything I've ever really done. Because I wanted to try to create the perfect lineup. And even though I spent a few hours trying to create the perfect lineup, I didn't. Because it's almost impossible to create the perfect lineup. But whoa. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me fill y'all in on what's going on. Y'all know I'm an avid Reddit user. r/KLT4Q is my favorite. Then we have r/NBA, r/NBA discussions. And one day I was sitting at the barbershop. Y'all like my hair? I was sitting at the barbershop and I was sorting by new on the NBA discussion subreddit, and I saw a challenge by BuzzBuzz01. And I was like, you know what? This has to be a video. This has to be a video because I'm sitting in a barber chair trying to formulate this. Let me get y'all into the challenge. It says, try to create the best possible 10-man rotation with this simple criteria, okay? A 10-man rotation. Criteria number 1, must have 10 players. He mentioned that in the title. Criteria number 2, when added together, the 10 players from the 2019-2020 season, PPG cannot exceed 100 points per game. That's today's video. We have to build a 10-man rotation without using people that average 100 points per game together. And why is that a tough challenge? Because the worst team in the league averages over 100 points per game. So we're trying to put together a lineup that doesn't exceed 100 points per game, but also trying to win a championship. Now, you know how things work. Everything is situational, right? A player could average 5 points per game here, but if you trade him to another team, he can average 17 points per game. Oh, so on and so forth. So we're using the 2019-2020 points per game, not their career points per game, not what they would average if we throw them in 2K, but just looking at the bland numbers from the 2019-2020 season. He also says if you want to use a player like Kevin Durant, who hasn't played this season, use their last year points per game and the maximum of 1 player per team. And now that I think about that, oh snap, do I have to I gotta look at my lineup because I forgot that was a criteria, a maximum 1 player per game, per team. And just like that, I have to make some changes. I have 2 players from the Philadelphia 76ers on my team. Oh man, okay, I'm a quick pause. I have to reformulate this roster. Oh man, I thought I had it. And listen, when you're trying to add a team to get less than or equal to 100 points per game, it's gonna be rough around the edges. And I had one player, I'll spoil it right now because I can't keep him. Matisse Thybulle only averages 4.7 points per game. He was beautiful for this lineup. He was beautiful. He plays defense, and that's what we needed. But I also have somebody else from Philly, so I'm gonna have to get rid of Matisse. And because I'm getting rid of Matisse, I have to get my whole bench unit and reformulate it. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so we're back, and I've made the necessary changes to the team. Again, the worst offensive team in the league right now averages 102 points per game, and that is the Charlotte Hornets, okay? So again, this is hard to do. You can't have 2-3 superstars because those superstars average 20 points per game. You have 2 of those, and you already got rid of half of your point per game budget. So you have to go, you got to think budget, you got to think fit, you got to think a lot of different things. So today, this is how we're doing things. My star at point guard, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons averages 16.7 points per game, and my goal when I saw that was to try to create the perfect team around Ben Simmons. I need great defenders. I need sharpshooters. We're going to play 5 out the way the Houston Rockets do, even though we can't have like step back threes like James Harden, or we can play like the Milwaukee Bucks, the way Giannis plays. There's a lot of different situations when you have Ben Simmons, so I'm going to need him to step it up on the offensive side of the ball with this perfect team built around him. At least the team I think is perfect without any other stars, obviously, again, without any other stars. So just like that, 16.7 points per game is off the board. At shooting guard, we have a guy that is known as a point guard, but I see him as one of those score first point guards. I think he has a lot of potential, and it's going to be Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray averages 18.8 points per game. He plays well off the ball. Obviously, he's playing with Jokic, so he plays well off the ball, and I know he can hit his spot up threes when Ben Simmons kicks it out to him. So there it is. At small forward, we're going with another Australian, Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles averages 9.8 points per game, which is lower than I think the year before and the year before that. So he's having somewhat of a down year, but he's a good defender and he knocks down his shots. Y'all saw the play where he looks at the defender in his face and said, "I'm going to shoot this ball." And he shot the ball and green release. Joe Ingles. At power forward, We have to go super budget here. And there's no better budget power forward slash center slash small forward. He plays all of those positions. Y'all know who I'm talking about. PJ Tucker, who averages 7.1 points per game. Now, he can run some small forward. He can run some center. He does a little bit of everything, and that's why we have him here at that power forward position. And at center, we need another guy that can stretch the floor for Ben Simmons, that I know can set a hard screen when we need him to. The homie, Miles Turner. He's only averaging 11.8 points per game, which is again a down year offensively as far as points per game goes, but his impact goes greater, right? He's a great shot blocker. Of course, he can knock down the three, and we need that for our team. So that's a starting five. I built 3 different lineups, y'all. I built 3 different lineups, and this was the lineup that I thought could win me a championship today's challenge. I tried to get a team built around LeBron, but LeBron averaging 25 points per game had me having players that was averaging 5 in the starting lineup. I couldn't do it. I honestly couldn't do it. All right, so let's get to our bench rotation. Okay, so I had players like Matisse Thybulle, but again, it didn't fit the challenge because you can only have 1 person per team. And now, let me look back over this. Okay, we fit that criteria. So you know what? We're going to save our backup point guard for last because I spent the least amount of points per game there because I already have Ben Simmons, because I already have Jamal Murray, and even on that bench unit, Jamal Murray can run point guard. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't think that the point guard position, the backup point guard position, was that important, especially when I talk to y'all about my backup small forward because he can also run some guard. So we'll say that for last. Our backup shooting guard is a Curry brother. It ain't Wardell, I'll tell you that. We ain't had 30 points per game to just throw around. So instead, we have Seth Curry, who, I mentioned this in the video, he had the highest 3-point percentage in NBA history, but he kind of failed a little bit, so he's second behind Steve Kerr. I saw that in the KLT4Q subreddit. Somebody called me a fake Bulls fan because I didn't know Steve Kerr was number 1. Okay, number 2, Seth Curry, coming off our bench. At small forward is a guy who's notoriously ran power forward throughout his entire career, but his game does fit the small forward mode, or even more than that. I mentioned it before. It's Draymond Green. Now, I understand Draymond Green is having a down season, only averaging 8 points per game. His impact was not great. If you go on 2K, I mean, he went from a guy that was like an 85 overall to like a 77. So he's not having a good year. But it's because he wasn't really playing with nobody. And I believe that when you put him alongside good players, Draymond does execute. And he's going to execute alongside Ben Simmons and all these other weapons he has. At power forward, we went with Chris Boucher. I know he's a center, but we're going to make him a power forward because he can hit the 3. Do y'all see the mode? I have a lot of 3-and-D guys other than my 2 shooting guards with Seth Curry and Jamal Murray. At center, we went with Mo Bamba, another guy in like a Miles Turner mode that can stretch the floor and also block some shots. So just like that, we only have 3.4 points per game remaining. So I went with Evan Turner. He averages 3.3 points per game. So we have an extra point to spin. And this is where I want you guys to come into it. Take your time and try to build a perfect lineup, only averaging 100 points per game. It is tough. It is hard. I tried to build a team around Jokic, and him averaging 20 points per game really had his weapons looking rough. So this is my team I built. Is it the perfect team? Probably not. Could have won us a championship. Only time will tell. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you like this. I mean, if y'all really enjoy this type of video, we can make this like a mini series, bro, because there's so many different possibilities. We're trying to create the perfect lineup with only 100 points per game. Okay, so our team is here, and on paper, not looking amazing. I can admit that to us. It ain't looking amazing. But what we're gonna have to do is make Jamal Murray a shooting guard, make his backup position a point guard, so he can run some of those backup point guard minutes when Ben Simmons is on the bench. So that is done. We have to, Ben Simmons is backup small forward. That's cool. We have to make Draymond a small forward. His overall stays the same at an 80 overall. I thought his overall was like a 77, so him being an 80 definitely helps. Backup position small forward, or power forward. What else do we need to do? Chris Boucher needs to be a power forward. That looks good. Backup position. When you start switching around, you know what I'm saying, the positions of things are looking better. Things are looking better. So who else do we need to change? I think there's PJ on the team. We need to make PJ a what? Power forward. His overall goes up to a 79. All right. Are we going to win a championship? I don't know. Because we don't have like that definitive star. Like, who gets the ball when we need a bucket at the end of a game? Does it go to Jamal Murray because he can create his own shot? Or do we just go 5-out Ben Simmons and let the world decide? I don't really know. I don't really know how we do things and when that situation comes. But Here's our roster. Let me fix this rotation. They want Draymond to start at small forward. I think I would much rather have... You know what? I think we're cool with having Draymond start. I didn't really think about Draymond starting, but I'm okay with Draymond starting there. Kim Bazemore cannot play for us. It has to be Evan Turner, even though they're the same overall. Because even Joe Ingles can even run some backup point guard because he is a good playmaker for his position. So we don't really need that. So I'm going to have Ben Simmons running. Listen, I need Ben Simmons running 40 minutes per game. And then they want Miles Turner to come off the bench. I can't do that for the young Mo Bamba. I'm going to need the vet, even though he is only 23. He is a vet. He is a vet because he's been here since basically 18 years old. Running Evan Turner. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. He can get 3 minutes per game. Joe Ingles gets more minutes. Miles Turner gets his minutes. I'm going to make Luke Walton not the head coach. Hold on. What system fits us? Space and pace does fit. And triangle fits. Defense fits. Haha, beautiful. That's what we wanted, though. Other than, of course, Murray. Balance. We have a lot of things that fit. So that's a good thing. That means I put together a roster of players that do play well together. I think we're going to go Michael Stafford. Does that fit? Does that fit? I don't even know if that was one of the options that fit. System. Yes, okay. So space and pace. We're going to keep it a 10-man rotation with Miles Turner. No. Evan Turner getting minutes. It's just a lot of names that fit well together. So I'm going to make Ben, Jamal Murray are number 1 and 2 options. After that, it doesn't matter. It's by committee after that. It's those two guys that committee. And I am on Xbox, so the sim time is going to be a little bit slower. But I do want to see how the beginning of the season starts off for us. Phoenix Suns is a win. Portland Trailblazers is a loss. I'm trying to think of what type of teams will give our team a run for their money. I think defensively, we may mess around and be the best defensive team in the league. I think we might be. With Ben Simmons, with Draymond, PJ, Miles Turner, we might mess around and be the best defensive team in the league. It's that offensive side of the ball that scares me. Like 79 points in a game is unacceptable. That's unacceptable, team. It really is. So who's averaging the most points per game? Ben Simmons had a really good game here. He's averaging 29, 7, and 5. Beautiful bit. And he hit a 3 at some point in this season. What game did this man hit a 3 in? I'm sorry, I gotta see. What game did this man hit a 3 in? Not the first game of the season. Not the second game of the season. The third game, he attempted one, but missed it. Where did he start to hit threes? Not there. This game, he went 2 for 3 for 3. Why did Ben Simmons decide that he needed to shoot 2 threes in the game? And then this game, he was 0 for 0. Honestly, think the more that they play together, the better they're going to get. Look at that. That is a defensive grinded game. At 96 to 93, we can't win a championship like that. We're going to go against like the Lakers. We're in the West, so we will go against the Lakers, Clippers, Rockets. We're going to go against one of those teams, and they're going to be a handful because they score so many points. But I mean, right there, we beat the Lakers. Okay. LeBron and Anthony Davis had great games, but after that, they didn't have anybody else. And then we have our boy Ben Simmons, a 36-point triple-double where he also hit a 3. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take him this season. He's averaging 31, 8, and 6. Like I said, we needed Ben Simmons to step it up and turn into Giannis. And he looking like it. He's looking like it. We definitely running that 5 out for him, and he's attempted threes. Like, you remember a couple years ago? Well, let's go to Giannis's game log from a few years ago. You remember a few years ago, people were like, we're gonna let Giannis shoot. We're gonna let Giannis shoot. And even today, they're still letting them shoot, but he's taking them with more confidence. But like, look at this. Like this right here. When he took that step up, he's shooting 27% from 3. He wasn't hitting a lot of them, but occasionally he was like, you're going to have to respect me. And that's the point where Ben Simmons is trying to get at. The problem is his 3-point rating is a D-. It's a D-, but he's attempting them, and that's all we can really ask for. Chris Boucher off our bench is not having a great shooting season. Miles Turner's not having a great shooting season. We will have Seth Curry, and he always is going to shoot well off the bench. Draymond is looking okay. Draymond is a playoff player. I'm going to say that until he shows me otherwise. PJ averaging 2 points per game, shooting a 3-pointer horrendously. This is no rebuild, so I can't trade him away from somebody else. This is what we got. I just need him to get better. Mo Bamba having a good season. Joe Ingles not shooting the ball great. And then Evan Turner's the last guy, and he's not doing anything. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm going to simulate to the end of the season. We're 7-3 or 7-4 right now. I do think there's a win streak coming up. I do. I honestly believe it. Season is wrapped and Luka won MVP. I would have loved to have Luka on our team. But again, when you can't just add 27, 28 points per game and think you're going to put together a competent team. I mean, there is a word, right? That's why I want to maybe turn this into a nice mini series, because I want to see what's the best kind of lineup you can have with having like 2 stars. You know what I'm saying? Taking up 50% of your total PPG. Interesting. So here are all the awards. We did win 61 games, which is Ben Simmons did it. I think Ben Simmons deserves to be MVP of the league, honestly. Look at his numbers. 32, 9, and 6.5. 2 steals, a block, 60% from the field. Now, Luka's numbers, 30. Oh, no. Luka averaged a 30-point triple-double. And he shot it super efficiently. So, my fault. Luka deserved it. Depending on if they're a top seed. Because if they ain't the 1 seed, they ain't trying to hear it. If they ain't the 1 seed, they ain't trying to hear it. Anybody else on our team get any nods whatsoever? Defensive teams, we could have a couple. I don't know how we ended up on the Sacramento Kings, by the way. It just happened that way. But we did not have any defensive players other than Ben Simmons. That's why he deserved to win MVP, because he was average at 30 points per game and clamping up your best players. Just the way he does it. So they were the 4 seed. When we see them in the second round, if we see them in the second round, we're going to show Luka, wow, Ben Simmons deserved to win the MVP award. Okay, so here are our stats. Ben Simmons, you saw his. Jamal Murray averages 21, which is pretty good. His career high. Seth Curry averages 12.8, which is tying his career high. But the difference is he shot more efficient this year than any other year of his career. Beautiful. Miles Turner averages only 11. Chris Boucher averages 10, which is his career high. He didn't end up shooting the ball crazy efficiently, but we'll take what we can get. Draymond averages about 8 points per game, which is what he averages in real life. But six rebounds. The dog. It's a dog. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, about a block, and he did not shoot it efficiently. Mo Bamba, 7.5 points per game, 6 rebounds off our bench. Joe Ingles, 5 points per game. He shot the ball the way we wanted him to. PJ averages 4 points per game and did not shoot it efficiently. And that is it. That is all. All right. So did we average 113 points per game, which is about middle of the pack, literally halfway mark, 15th. But we did probably have the best defense. Had the best defense in the league. That's where I wanted to hang my hat, because again, with the challenge, you're not going to get guys that's going to average 25, 30 points per game. Other than, I pick Ben Simmons. Yeah, I'm saying. And with the right system, Ben Simmons does his thing. Okay, so with our 10-man rotation, I'm going to shorten some things up. So I'm going to take some minutes away from those 3 minutes away from Evan Turner. And I want Seth Curry to get a little bit more minutes because he was having such a good season. First round, we're going against the Spurs. Let's see if they made any changes to their rotation. Same exact team. Let's sweep them. They took game 1. But we're going to fight. See, it's so... Okay. So I use PC usually when I record these rebuilds. And that's for the regular season. It gets through the regular season like this. But when it comes to playoff time, I like having a slower simulation because I can really think about what's going on. We've had videos where I got eliminated like this because I wasn't paying attention because it's so fast. Oh, they got a game 7 over here. Dallas versus Portland. And it's Portland. Luka couldn't even get out of the first round. Who MVP is that? We got to go against Damian Lillard, though. And Damian Lillard is that man when it comes to playoff time. But I think our team is better, believe it or not. I think our team is better. 2-1 lead us. 3-1 us, and we go against the Lakers. Now, luckily for us, Houston ended up being a first-round matchup because, again, I thought Houston was going to be a tough matchup for us. They get eliminated. Then the Clippers got swept by the Lakers. Whoa. This Lakers team is hungry. They are hungry, and they have the same exact team. Game 1, we lost. Yeah. Ben Simmons put up almost a 50-piece. Game 2. Okay. Guys, let's go. Let's go. Don't blow it. We're going to the championship to go against the Bucks. We're going to the championship. Oh, my God. Look at the defense. 76 points given up. And then Ben Simmons and Jamal Murray are just carrying us offensively. Nobody else on our team is like the high-volume shooter type. So it does take those 2 guys because I made those 2 guys our number 1 and number 2 options. Ben Simmons is having a ridiculous playoff run. 36 points per game, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Beautiful, Ben. Come on. One more round. You're going against Giannis. It's going to be our toughest matchup individually. You know what? We did just go against Anthony Davis and LeBron, so I can't really say that. But Giannis puts up 30. We lose game 1. Game 2 is a loss. Game 3 is a loss. PJ sucks. PJ, you suck. You get out my lineup. Chris Boucher, what am I doing? You should have been starting from the beginning. You're on fire. In the playoffs, you're having good efficiency too. What am I doing? Why did I not have him started from the beginning? I'm giving him these minutes. Our starters need minutes. Draymond is a playoff player. He's averaging good playoff numbers, and he's shooting it efficiently. Like I said, he's a playoff player. All right. You know what time it is. It's Simcast time. Sacramento Kings, we're away. We're in Milwaukee. They're trying to put us away on a sweep. And they might mess around and do it. Oh my God. What the heck just happened? Was I tripping? Were we always up by double digits? I mean, we're not anymore, but it's oh my God. There's a win. There's a win. All right. No sweep here. No sweep here. Keep it moving. Another win, hopefully. Oh, yeah. We're up by double digits. Oh, they came back. That second quarter, man. They came out in that second quarter and were just hooping. Here we go. Another close one. Oh, man. We may have to jump into this one and watch this one unfold. We may have to jump into this one. 2 minutes left. We're up by 1. We got to see what's going on. 2 minutes left. Up by 1. All right. So we don't have the ball. I'm going to quickly do this. And let's see what happens. All right. Chris Boucher's had a hard matchup with Giannis. But, I mean, I believe in him. Eric Bledsoe off the screen. No good. I mean, we don't have any bigs down there. Okay. Where's Ben Simmons? That's the number one thing. He only has one foul. Why is he not in the game with 2 minutes left? Why is Seth Curry in the game? I mean, I understand. Seth Curry has 21 points. He is a minus 12. Chris Boucher is a minus 10. Put Joe Ingles in. Put PJ in. Because those are the guys that are helping us win this game. What is coach? Who's our coach? I don't know who our coach is, honestly. Michael Stafford, maybe? Is Ben Simmons back? Ben Simmons is back. Okay. All right. This is a better lineup, obviously. Ben Simmons is back in the game. A missed free throw from Ersan, but he hits number 2. Still a 1-possession game. Beautiful. 2 points. I mean, we made 30 free throws this game. That's insane. That's insane. All right. Let's go, boys. Find Ben Simmons. He's being guarded by Dante DiVincenzo. That's a mismatch. Oh, good roll, Miles. Good roll, Miles. Let's go. Wait, my numbers are so messed up. I thought we were down, but now we're up by 2. My bad. I thought we were down, but now we're up by 2. Giannis being listen. I'm not the coach anymore, but Giannis should be guarded by Ben Simmons right now. There's no reason. Oh, Dante in the corner. He's gonna miss that. Good rebound, Chris. Find Ben Simmons. Find 2-5. He's got the mismatch. He's got a mismatch. Draymond, please don't sell a bag. That could have been a turnover. Find Ben. I don't know how Ben has not touched the ball on these 2 possessions. I don't know how. He's got 30 right now. No! You hit the corner. I know it's Draymond in the corner, but he could have hit that shot. Now it's back to a tie game. If Ben Simmons has not touched his ball in these last 2 minutes, Jamal Murray, I'm sorry, bro. You got to go. Look at him. He's wide open. Thank you. Ben, don't sell it. Okay, at the free throw line. He's not an amazing free throw shooter. We all know that. He can knock down one of the 2. I'm happy with one of the 2. Oh, man. Blue Diamond Almonds. I did not realize that was their patch. That tells you how many Sacramento Kings games I've really watched this season. I've never really noticed that it's their patch. Okay. All right. 1-point game. A stop here in the bucket is what we need. They're bringing a double screen. Chris Boucher can go under all of that. Good defense, Chris. We need good defense from Jamal. Passing around the horn. Ben Simmons is clapping up for these last 7 seconds. They're ridiculous for putting it in. Why we go under? That's why we went under. But, jeez. Miles Turner looks like a baby out there. And he just got put on the poster in the championship games. All right. Jamal. Here we go. I don't know what action we're running. Ben Simmons coming off a double screen. He didn't get the ball, which makes sense because what is he going to do off a double screen? Jamal, don't sell the bag. Chris Boucher, the midi. No good. Miles Turner goes back up. Buckets. Miles Turner puts us up by 1 with 18 seconds to go. Dante DiVincenzo has the ball. 16 seconds to go. Top of the key. They're going to wait a couple seconds to run whatever action they want to run. Do not send me home right now. 5 seconds. Is Giannis not going to touch this ball? Dante for 3. He missed. Oh, my God. That's how we lose. How does the 4 points we give up in this time both end with offensive rebounds by Giannis? 0.2 seconds to get a shot up. It's over with, ladies and gentlemen. We got eliminated. We made it all the way to the finals, though, with our lineup, and that's good. It's not good enough, but it's good. That sucks, man. That sucks. Let's get it in. Ooh. Draymond was kind of open if you want to throw that lob. Look at, wait. Is there instant replay? Draymond was open if we wanted to throw that lob. Hold on. How do you work this? I've never really worked this. Watch him come off the screen. Look at that. You throw the lob right there. You throw the lob right there. We may be winning this game. We might have won this game, but okay. Whatever. We lost. Giannis won the Finals MVP. You know that. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, man. Let me know in the comment section the lineup you would build. It takes a long time, though. You're not going to put together a good lineup like that. Again, I'm out. Thank y'all so much. Peace.